What's up, everybody? Welcome again to This Week in Gaming with the Slightly Salted Squad. You've got episode 16 this week. As always, I'm John at Force Inept.
I'm Mike at Srej.
I'm Deion at Super Nerd Fresh.
And we have got not actually a whole lot of news this week outside of pretty much Apex Legends, Anthem, and the Division 2. So, buckle in. We're going to be talking a lot about Apex and how much we friggin' love it.
It's amazing.
But first, as always, we go through our rigmarole, if you will. And I definitely stole that from somebody, don't worry about it. You can always find us on Patreon, Discord, Castbox, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Extra Life, things down below. There's a bunch of links, nice images. And as always, if you've got Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, which means you get a free sub and a bunch of free shit, which we're going to talk about later. Hashtag title.
There's that tease going on.
That tease. I want to give it away because it's in all caps in the title of the episode already. But that's coming later. You can also get a free sub once a month. You do have to do it monthly because Amazon wants to keep your money, but don't let them keep it. Give it to somebody in the Twitch community. Give it to us. We'd love it. Or give it to somebody else. Or us. And let's see. Yeah, you know, no big deal. Just give it to us if you love us or even casually like us. YouTube, want to talk about Squad Mode. That's where we play together. Salted Thoughts. And then This Week in Gaming, so you can find episodes on there as well, in case you missed us live. But are you watching us live right now? That's the question.
Oh, that is
I know. It makes you think, doesn't it? But the last item here, Orlando Twitch Meetup this Saturday, February 23rd, our first attendance. Very excited. Where's it at?
It's in Oviedo.
None of us were.
Arcade. It's at Arcade Monsters in Oviedo.
There we go. Because I didn't.
From
know
2
where it
to
was.
10 on the 23rd, which is Saturday. I hope.
Oh, it is Saturday. I'll be installing a French door and then going over there. That's a productive Saturday right there.
It is. And we'll be wearing our brand new Slightly Salted swag, which would be very cool.
Hell yeah. Shit, I was going to wear a
Alright.
different shirt tonight. My girlfriend for Valentine's Day lovingly screen printed me a shirt as well. So it's kind of funny that we got shirts and then she also screen printed me one too. So
Oh, that's amazing.
next week I'll wear that.
Nice.
Let her know I'm an extra large. If she's got any extra love in that bag, I can
Noted.
use another shirt. So
Wow.
Love
whatever it takes to get a
love-
shirt. I don't
Love in the bag.
know. Like
I'm
the bag of love,
I'm gonna
John,
just
not
keep,
the bag
no,
of love.
I'm gonna let's go into the news. How about that? Okay, yes, we're in the news luckily because we need to escape that conversation. Anyways, as has become tradition here, the Slightly Salted Squad This Week in Gaming, on episode 16, we continue to have Fallout. This week might be the most depressing one I've heard yet, which is saying a lot. But apparently, over in Eastern Europe somewhere, you can get PlayStation 4/Xbox One thumb covers for your joysticks for $5. Great deal. Only 1,900, whatever those are. But what's better is you get Fallout 76. A few months ago, a $60 game for free.
Oh, free!
How the not so mighty have fallen into absolute nothingness. So,
It's pretty embarrassing.
yeah, like thumbsticks. When I first read this, like thumbstick covers, when I first read this, I was like, oh, it's like a thumb drive. Like maybe you're buying like a $30 thumb drive, something like that. No, it's thumbstick cover.
These will go great with the free copy you got when you bought the PS4 controller.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
I heard next week if you get the charging cable, you will also get the collector's edition with a not so burlap sack.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm very excited to see when the actual Fallout 76 fake leather jackets come out. What unravels from that, because it's going to just be so much tasty news to just start these shows off with.
Yeah, I was about to say the best part of this is that it just continues our tradition of Fallout. That's the best thing from it.
I always know I have something to start the show with, and it's great.
Yes.
But off of that bad news, and actually into news I was surprised about because I knew nothing about, but Battle of the Storefronts. We've been talking about, the Discord store a little bit. Obviously Steam, and then the Epic store, the main contenders out there. But apparently, there was a Razer store? Razer Game Store? It was open 10 months, and it's now closing on February 28th.
Because nobody knew about it. Yeah.
Right. Like, we are active in the gaming community. We literally research when and where and how to buy video games, and at no point did this ever come up.
Yep.
That's crazy.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh, maybe it's like, and I was thinking NVIDIA Shield. That was the thing that came to mind. I know they kind of have like some weird stuff. But Razer had a gaming store, apparently. You never know. So, the first casualty of the Epic Game Store, the Razer Game Store. I'm going to call it there. RIP. Ooh, also, Fortnite Festival ends in something. Oh no, they're spoiling news. Scrolling up. But yeah, so not much news there, but just found that interesting because I was tremendously surprised that was even a thing, and that it lasted
I had no idea
that long. So
yeah, maybe they were just doing it just because that was the trend and people were jumping in on it.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe around the same time as the Discord store. Who knows? And yeah.
Yeah.
RIP to the thing that we never knew about in the first place.
Yep.
Right.
If it was installed maybe on Razer laptops, that I would feel like be their only shoehorn in of having a chance.
Even still, like, what's the size of that community, right? Look at the Discord user base. That makes sense, right? You have gamers literally seeking you out.
Right.
Yep.
I don't even think I own any Razer gear anymore. So, like, I don't know that I'd ever even gone to the site to download drivers or anything.
Yeah, I don't anymore. Actually, all my old stuff's at work, at my work computer now, actually, now that I think about it. So, not buying any games on there. But going on to better notes and some well-deserved awards. The DICE Awards were last week. I know we talked about those. They were, I believe, a couple hours after This Week in Gaming last week. So we kind of talked about how Jessica Choba and Greg Miller were going to be hosting, and we kind of listed some of the nominees. But I got to watch part of it, actually the very end of it. And wow, from the very end of it, I noticed God of War. Holy shit. 23 awards. God of War won 9.
Crushing it, dude.
9 awards.
Wow. Holy shit.
And I'm gonna just read through them real quick. But if you take note of all the Sony Interactive Entertainment games, I'm not gonna read all the developers or anything like that. You can check it out. But Game of the Year, God of War. Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction, God of War. Outstanding Achievement in Game Design, God of War. Portable Game of the Year, Florence, which, by the way, is like $3. Buy it. It's a lovely mobile game. Takes 45 minutes to an hour, probably. It's fantastic. Outstanding Achievement for an Independent Game, Celeste. Hell yeah. Immersive Reality Game of the Year, Beat Saber. Duh. Immersive Reality Technical Achievement, Tonandi, which is through Magic Leap, which I didn't even know you could buy Magic Leap yet, I guess.
Huh.
But whatever. Outstanding Achievement in Online Gameplay, Fortnite. RIP Fortnite for next year. Strategy Simulation Game of the Year, Into the Breach. Sports Game of the Year, Mario Tennis Aces. Kind of surprised by that one. RPG of the Year, Monster Hunter World. Racing Game of the Year, Forza Horizon 4. Fighting Game of the Year, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Family Game of the Year, Unravel 2. Adventure Game of the Year, here we go again. God of War, Action Game of the Year, Celeste, which is amazing that won that. Outstanding Technical Achievement, Red Dead Redemption 2, the only award Red Dead won. And then we get into the series of God of War again. Outstanding Achievement in Story, Outstanding Achievement in Sound Design, Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition, Outstanding Achievement in Character, and Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction all go to God of War. And then, outstanding achievement in animation, which I was super happy to see, Marvel's Spider-Man.
There it is.
How is it that Spider-Man and or Red Dead didn't beat Celeste for Action Game of the Year?
I was very surprised. Celeste is a phenomenal game. I wouldn't necessarily consider it an action game, though. Like, if it was
it's like a
puzzle game, yeah.
Right.
So, a little surprised by that, but I also don't want to take it away because Celeste was absolutely
great game. Well deserved, without question. But it did get outstanding achievement for an independent game, so
right.
God, it's not. I don't know how you win action game.
Yeah. They were making jokes though during the broadcast about how Cory Barlog, who and now I'm gonna forget his title, but for God of War, just kept coming up and kept coming up. They're like, we should just put a chair up here for you. It'd just be easier that way. Luckily, he wore track pants and sneakers, so he was all set.
He'd get his steps in. Did he wear his Fitbit too?
Probably. He's got the sweet Norse tattoo. He always has his shirt like kind of partially unbuttoned, and you can see like a Norse tattoo there. It's pretty baller, actually.
Interesting. No Detroit on here.
Yeah, nominated for quite a few, but did not win a. And now I'm gonna spell his name wrong. Ooh, that's a Wikipedia entry. I don't think I want that. Oh, damn it! He has an animated or a image for Twitter. And they've also been doing all of these God of War GIFs that apparently the studio has been making. All these weird Santa Monica GIFs, which are fantastic and kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying.
It's
cool.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying. This one. Oh, this is perfect. This is just a whole thing of them. Just all these memes created from God of War characters. They're fantastic.
Oh my god, I love that.
And the fact that the studio, put that effort in, it's just...
hell yeah.
So happy. So good. The jumping one from Anchorman's probably my favorite one. So good.
Hell yeah! These are fantastic.
Actually, let me just bookmark that one real quick there.
Why don't you send that around to the group?
I'll share that out.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love that.
And now on to next year's... What's the title? Hey, thanks for the sub. Oh, Super Nerd Fresh. You better be subbing.
I couldn't help it, bro.
That's fair.
I couldn't help it. I was so excited.
You gotta do it on the air, just like that?
Yep, just like that.
On to next year's outstanding achievement in online gameplay. Apex motherfucking Legends.
Apex Legends.
It's so good. It's just so good. So as we reported last week, it came out. I'm gonna have to double check the date here. Monday, February 4th. Should dropped on Monday. It's been out a little over 2 weeks now. As of a week and a half in, so on the 13th last week, it was over 25 million players, over 2 million concurrent at one time. Shroud has been absolutely killing it on Twitch, like going upwards of 100K. Today, in the middle of the day, he was at like 70,000, just insane. They've already banned 16,000 cheaters, which...
Wow. That's why I've been dying so much.
That's totally why.
Well, you laugh, but I mean, like, I've literally been matched with people that have 3,500 kills. How do you get 3,500 kills?
I mean, because of people like us.
I know. I have like 9 kills across all characters.
Well, that's... Never mind. Continuing on. Yeah. That might be something different, Mike. I'm going to just throw it out there. I'm going to just throw that right out there.
I'm going to dig out the controller, and we are all going to fucking dominate.
Pass.
No.
Pass. We're going to practice, though, and we're going to get into Twitch Rivals. That's not going to happen. But,
hell yeah.
Twitch Rivals...
Yeah, the game might not be relevant anymore, but...
yeah, that's fair. We're going to be really good in a couple of years here. But Twitch Rivals, I mean, this is just taking that off the charts. They've been doing Europe and North America brackets, and they've actually this week introduced some pretty cool challenges that I had known nothing about. There was the Rainbow Challenge. So the first team that got a win with every single character, granted there's 3 people per team, so you can kind of break it out and do it in a few different games. But the team
Europe.
Yeah, this one's Europe. So the team that does that first gets $3,000. And then there was the Nessie Challenge, which I had not heard of. Now, before, I know we talked a little bit about it, but did you guys hear, or have you heard of the Nessie at all in this game?
I did, but not to the degree that you told me about later. Like, I was watching videos trying to figure out, best weapons and stuff like that. And someone's like, oh, up here, there's like a little Nessie thing, but like, that was it.
Gotcha. Okay. So, for those of you that don't know, like most people, I feel like, yeah, they're still doing it in Twitch Rivals. There's 10 Nessie, like plushes, like little stuffed animals around the map. If you shoot them in a certain order, not even just shoot them all, you have to shoot them in a certain order. Mind you, the ring's closing, they're spread out all the way across the map. Then, at the end of the game, also this, you have to shoot all 10 of them in a certain order and then win the game. You will summon a Nessie. Or actually, sorry. To win the challenge, you have to win the game. Sorry. You can summon Nessie without winning the game yet. But for this Nessie challenge for Twitch Rivals, if you're the team to summon Nessie and win the game, you get $3,000 as well. I'm like, I feel like get a lot more than $3,000. But there's that. A team did it almost the first try, actually. And it was pretty entertaining to watch them try to win the very end with, damage and being outside the map pretty much the entire time. So that was pretty cool. And apparently the Nessie is actually a reference to a Titan that was kind of blurred in one of the, I'm not sure if it's the original Titanfall or Titanfall 2, like promo ads. So you couldn't quite tell what was in the background, so people thought it was a Nessie from the Loch Ness Monster type thing. So fucking cool Easter egg though, and an elaborate Easter egg that I can't believe people already discovered. So pretty crazy.
Yeah, that is interesting. Like the challenge, the game mode. Did they at first announce it there? Had people already figured this out before that?
Yeah, people had already figured it out. I'm not sure if it's through data mining or what, but just insane. And then through Twitch Rivals yesterday, I was actually happened to be watching last night when they showed the first clip of the new weapon that dropped today, the Havoc. It is a assault rifle from, I guess, Titanfall, but has a kind of lightning shot. I used it. I thought it was all right. The first clip they actually showed during Twitch Rivals was like 3 seconds. It was blurred. You couldn't see anything. But then today they released this different, more elaborate trailer for it. So apparently it's double hop up, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know. Mike, you said you played with it a little bit today?
Yeah, I didn't do anything extravagant. I just went into the training arena, picked up a whole bunch of ammo, grabbed the gun, went through. It felt pretty good. It feels like a mix between the 301 and the Devotion. It doesn't like take as long to spin up, but it's got a bigger clip than the 301. I think it deals a little bit less damage and fires a little bit slower. But yeah, the clip's almost twice as big, which is nice. And then if you get the turbocharger hop up, then you don't even have much spin up at all. It just blows them out. So very cool. I'm interested to see how the competitive players pick that up in their line of weapons.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. And now there's a lot more energy ammo, which makes the Devotion and the triple take. I think a little more effective too, just because you're not really having to rely on your team for that. And also, thank you, Dead by Dawn, for the follow. Appreciate it. And welcome to the stream.
Thanks, Dead by Dawn.
Thanks, bro.
Dead by Dawn, who breaks his back carrying me while playing Apex Legends. So, yeah, how were you not following? I was going to give you some shit, but you threw it out there. But yeah, appreciate the follow and appreciate all the
You fixed it. Yeah, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for following us, buddy. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom.
That's weird.
Tell your mom.
I'm not sure if I want his mom watching.
I told my mom. She's not following us.
She's not following. Definitely not following. Doesn't want to see this. Sorry. Back to Twitch Rivals. They also released, and I believe starting yesterday, Apex Legends. Oh, actually, sorry. I'm going to go back to that. I won't go all the way over there yet. Twitch Prime loot. So you get 5 loot boxes. You get a pretty cool skin for...
Pathfinder?
Pathfinder. God, I never play him. Although the skin's pretty legit, so now I kind of want to play him.
He's actually a really good character. I really enjoy his mobility. Being able to, hit a ground or a cliff for a building and zip line directly to it. And then, pro tips right here, folks. You heard it here. You can actually tag another player and pull them to you like Scorpion from Mortal fucking Kombat, and they can never get away. So, use that thing.
Get over here.
Boom.
So real quick, I will just pull it up to show you here. So if you have Amazon Prime and you were logged into EA, you have Twitch Prime, which gives you a free sub, you can link your accounts in like 2 clicks. So you get the pretty sick Pathfinder skin and 5 Apex packs. So it's like a, I don't know, $5 value plus a skin, which, is decent. So
for free.
Check it out. Well worth it. And then
also it's just a smart tactic, like, believe it or not, on EA's part, to do that. I mean, the game is popping right now, and Twitch is arguably one of the biggest reasons why. I mean, all the bigger streamers are playing it. So good move on their part to make that part of Twitch Prime.
Definitely. And I think we'll be seeing that similar to PUBG as far as associating with Twitch Prime and getting, a crate here and there. Maybe not, a skin and 5 packs every time, but, a crate here or a pack every once in a while, something like that. But speaking of the new weapon and skin, which actually were spoiled a couple days ago a little bit, there's been some data mining through Apex Legends over at VG247. You can check it out, but they have Apex Legends leaks, reveal survival mode, and new legends. So the new legends, spoilers, fair warning, Octane and Watson. Octane being a character that looks like it relies on some sort of like stim pack type thing. Watson using an energy, I think, like a lightning ability. So again, unconfirmed, it's data mined. We'll see what comes of it. And then there's also evidence of single and duo modes as well coming out, which I think will shift the game in those modes pretty substantially. Right now it's very fast paced. It's honestly all the best people are running around searching for people. I think with duos and singles, it's going to become a little slower paced game and kind of reminiscent of maybe a little faster PUBG. So would you guys play this single? Like not dropping with teams?
I know that I've talked quite a bit about how I don't normally like these kind of games. I think what really attracts me to the game is the group mentality and the sort of squad. I think I would do doubles. I don't know that I would do singles, honestly.
I think I would only do singles to get better at, like, I'm assuming that more combat might happen more quickly, and so it would only be for me to practice for the group play. So I would not play it that often, but I would just do it just so I can have more chances, solo getting better. That's it.
It'd be interesting because several mechanics would have to change, right? Like, there's no more battle res. Some of the abilities that you have, I think, become weaker. So, like Lifeline, being able to summon down that drop ship is powerful for your entire group. is it really worth the risk if you're by yourself and there's no one to help sort of like cover for you? Yeah. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if they adjust anybody's powers or anything to compensate for that.
Yeah, it's a great point. I think it definitely lends itself to be a little more useful for certain legends versus others. But yeah, I think, to your point, I would probably be playing solos. When I first launched this game, and it has drastically changed since then, but my opinion was, I don't want to do, pickup groups with, 2 other people. But with the pinging system and the voice comms being fairly shitty, but like, okay, you don't even need to use them that much, I have really enjoyed it. Dead by Dawn, I actually played a little bit last night, super late, and we had some unfortunate pickup groups as far as, people not knowing what they're doing or jumping to weird locations, things like that. But overall, I've had pretty good experiences with it, and I feel like the player base is fairly even. You've got those, rock stars out there, but overall, I would say player base already has gotten like at a decent level. They're not going to get somebody that's just terrible. So, and at least, at the very least, they're a meat shield. So, there you
go. Touching on the point of the new legends that have been announced, Apex did announce their 1-year roadmap. So what they've said so far, battle passes will be coming in March for Season 1. There are new legends that have been announced for June, which is the beginning of Season 2. Maybe that is Octane and Watts. New weapons coming in Season 3. That'll drop in September. And then new loot entering the game in December for Season 4. I'm wondering if that means new attachments or if that's like new class or if that's like new skins or what.
Yeah, banners or trackers or something like that. It'll be interesting. I really hope I can get Wraith's legendary, whatever the hell it's called, dagger before then, because then the odds heirloom are going to keep going up as far as rarity goes. I mean, the more there are,
so I don't know if that's the case, actually. So, that absolutely could be the case. As of right now, it's guaranteed to get it within 500 chests.
Ooh.
So, because they have
it's not, though. Because some guy did it and was furious.
Really? So their guarantee was 500 chests.
Yeah.
I would be furious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Granted, I mean, who knows if he did something wrong or whatever, but...
Yeah, interesting.
Ooh, they didn't tell him it's 501 chests.
Ooh,
what a dummy.
Spoilers.
Got him.
So... That's kind of one of their shticks, and one thing I really enjoy. I know we've talked about this on previous shows, where they have sort of an insurance for bad loot. You're guaranteed a rare item within 30 packs, and then like the heirloom items are supposed to be within 500. And when you get the heirloom item, you get all 3 at the same time, and that doesn't actually count for that loot box. So you get those 3, and open that loot box.
Did not realize that. So you get all 3 at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And that's supposed to be part of their guarantee. And then I imagine as new items come in, kind of be folded in there somehow. Now, it will be interesting to see as they increase that pool if those guaranteed numbers do change. Right. I don't know.
Yeah, will be interesting. T-Gabs asked, how much have each of you spent on this game? Great question.
Talk to us about it, John. How much have you how much you spent?
$35, I believe. So I bought the Founder Edition. $30 gets you like 3 skins, some banners, some badges, 2,000 or something of the Apex coins, so I could unlock both the legends, extra legends right away. And then I bought a $5 starter pack, which gets you like 600 of the credits and gets you some skins and stuff. So, I will talk about why I feel a lot more justified with that in a little bit, and how I will probably spend a little more money. Have either of you guys spent any money in it yet?
Not yet. I do have a line item in my budget. I do want to support these guys with the Founders Pack, and then probably another $30 or so in chests to round it out to about $60, which I would play for a normal game. Yeah. I mean, I've got 20 hours invested so far. That's fair.
Yeah, I think it's already better than most $60 games I'd pay for. So Dan, you spent none?
None, but I've been hella tempted. So, and I probably will. I mean, I did
standard tempted.
You want that samurai skin, right?
I do. I really want that samurai skin, real bad.
Sexy.
But yeah, I mean, I did it for Overwatch, and I don't feel bad about that. We played it, we enjoyed it. You know, the holiday stuff came out, and we, gave each other some gifts of that. And
yeah,
I have no problem doing that with this game at all.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna throw it over to T-Gab since he's the one that asked the question. How much he's spent?
How much you spend, bro?
All the monies.
I'm
sure he spent all the monies.
I don't know, actually. Can you buy it on Steam? Because no Steam, no buy.
Oh, that's a lot of zeros, bro.
That's a lot of zeros. Hopefully there was no other numbers meant to be in any of those zeros. No Steam, no buy.
No Steam, no buy.
You get that
then
tattoo.
Play it for free, son.
Speaking of Steam, man, these send me up for these transitions.
All scripted, folks.
A game on Steam, Apex. Now I'm blanking. Apex Construct. There we go. Is doing very well since Apex Legends came out. The page went up. I think it's 4,000% more visitors.
Yep.
Granted, it's a $30 game. I believe it's a VR $30 game. It's on Steam, which obviously Apex Legends is not, and Apex Legends is free. And it sold more in the last week than it did in all of 2018.
Scroll down to the icons, because even the icons look similar enough that at a glance,
like
and this one came out
way before
it was
Apex
a year ago, right?
Yeah. I think it was just over a year ago. So
man, I'd be like, no refund.
So
sorry, no refunds.
The challenge is unintended consequences. The guy was actually posting how he was super happy, but now it's becoming negative reviews. And the creator Julius-san says, fortunately, the Steam community team is looking into this right now. Somewhere there are massive misunderstandings going on. So obviously selling a lot, but I'm assuming lots of refunds will be coming through in the coming days. And hopefully they fix those negative reviews, because there were apparently a bunch of purchases out of China, and then people just saying it was a rip-off of a game and that they were trying to scam them and everything, when this game has been out way longer than Apex Legends has. So both funny and kind of depressing that all that stuff. That's what it was. Sorry, last week it sold more copies in China than it sold in all of 2018.
That's crazy.
Crazy. So.
Yeah, I mean, I like how they said there's misunderstandings going on. They underestimate how dumb people are, though, as well.
Yeah.
Which we know from
our line of work.
Our day jobs, that stuff like this is just very apparent. Like, people just Apex. Yep, that's it. That's the one.
Yep.
I'm not reading.
It's a free-to-play game. How do you...
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. Like, how do you... I assume here everywhere that it's free. Like...
Right.
Well, actually, you know what? I take that back, because I had actually somebody at work that is a gamer, and I asked if they were playing Apex Legends yet. I'm not going to give names. And they're like, I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I'm like, it's free. Like, why wouldn't you try it? It's the most talked about game right now, and it's free. And you can do it on PlayStation or Xbox or PC. I mean, you got your options out there. But... good luck, Apex Construct. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to check you out now, just because it's VR.
Right.
It's named Apex. Let's see. Is Construct used to make maps or other creator content, or is a game not a tool? I believe it's a game.
But I don't even think it's a battle royale game. It's just a VR
I think it's just a VR
game.
Let's see. Ooh, let me pull it up here. It's getting mixed reviews, unfortunately. March 20th, so not quite a year. But looks to be a VR bow game, kind of adventure bow, which is a very common trope with VR right now. But it looks cool. Fighting robots, it almost
screenshots
has...
don't look bad.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Horizon Zero Dawn almost feel to it.
Yeah.
But there aren't even any bows in Apex Legends. I just feel like anybody who would have done a 15-second Google search.
Fuck, that was real loud. Sorry. Yeah, anybody that actually searched... Why does it keep unmuting? Anybody that actually searched for anything would have figured it out. So.
Right. Yep.
So, hopefully Apex doesn't get everything refunded and get some benefit out of it. But, ooh, there's a demo. I'm going to download that. On to mixed review games. I tried. That was a rough transition. I can't get them all.
Is it not too soon for this, you think?
Nope.
Not for Force Snapped.
Not for me. Nope. So, Anthem, the game that comes out for everybody on Friday. It's already been out for almost a week for those of you that have Origin Access or Origin Premier. Origin Access is $5. You can play it for up to 10 hours as a trial game. Or you can do Origin Premier for $15 a month and you can play the full game for free. I would recommend trying it. I paid $5, got to play it, and I will hold that for a second before I talk about the Conviction trailer, which came out last Thursday. We talked about it on the news last week and how there's a bunch of hype around it. It's this live action trailer video. People were thinking it was going to be 30, 40 minutes, kind of one of those Division episodic things that was going to be coming out. And it very well could be. It could have more parts to it, but this one was 3 minutes and 45 seconds long. And very beautiful, very cool. It just seemed like a trailer for something, so maybe they're going to release more, but it's a little let down with that, thinking it was going to be a bit more. Granted, they didn't promise more or anything like that.
Sure.
But did you guys watch it? Like, any thoughts on that?
I haven't watched it yet.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just... There's just not enough there. It's like, okay. Right. It just reminds me of, like, stuff when... Similar... I think I said this last time. It's just similar to, like, a Halo, like, trailer. Like, yep. I don't know. Like, there's not enough there yet. It's just, yeah, okay. You have the lore, but I don't know if anything's going to be compelling enough to actually make it a good movie.
Right. And this trailer takes place, like, I think it's 500 years before the actual gameplay does. So if they don't build on this,
why would you do that? Be like right depressing. Off the bat.
Yeah.
Also,
great question, Deion.
It looked like, look at these. The javelins are the same ones from the game. You're telling me that technology hasn't advanced in 500 years?
I think there are some reasons why it hasn't advanced, as far as, they're just trying to subsist and stuff like that. But there's
okay.
It's just like, it doesn't make anything. Like, you would do that, like Star Wars, after you've made you built a franchise, and it's like, all right, let's make a big pass thing. But it's like, the game just came out. You should be building the game, and it's just kind of silly to. Here's a game that just came out. People are already confused with the lore, and you're just like, here's 500 years before that.
Yeah,
for context.
Yeah, so again, you can play the game now, early, for $5 if you do Origin Access. Then you can unsubscribe. I would recommend, because I did that. I played 2 hours or so of the 10 hours I got. I had the special edition Legion of Dawn pre-ordered for $80. I was excited to play it Friday, but I was like, I'll play Origin Access for a couple hours before it. And I got pretty bored very quickly. It was very similar to the beta and private alpha that we did. And between the loading screens taking forever, the Fort Tarsis, and just the walking around and the interactions feeling just kind of not even pieced together, just kind of there, and you just talk to people and there's not good introductions or anything like that. And
what'd you do?
The free roam being weird. I got it refunded. And I had a little bit of an ordeal today trying to get refunded, because the Origin refund process will list which games are viable for a refund based on these different criteria. For example, you've had it less than 2 weeks from release day, you haven't played more than however many hours of it, and my game that I literally couldn't have played yet because Legion of Dawn isn't available yet, I couldn't refund, so I had to go through this whole process. I know T-Gabs actually did the same thing today because he was posting on Twitter about it as well. So, yeah, I am hopeful that Anthem can come back kind of like Destiny 2 and do some of the releases and things like that, but there's no reason this game is what it is now on launch day when they had Destiny 2 to learn from. And I'm going to have to pull up the tweet real quick here. So Jason Schreier was actually posting about how they reported on the Anthem delay. Let me get it right here. So last January, they talked about the pressure BioWare was feeling. They wanted to delay it, and then EA coming out and saying, it's not a delay. People are trying to create a story. Essentially, the date is chosen by portfolio balance, not product readiness. So, it's not a delay. It's ready. It could have come out whenever we wanted it to. We didn't want it to compete with Battlefield 5. That's what they said. Yet there's a day one patch. How is that a thing?
Right.
For this game. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm hopeful to come back to it, but the meta scores are already coming in, even though it officially hasn't been released yet. 67. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so disappointing. I really had high hopes.
Yep.
Playing the closed alpha, there were some concerns, but it was fun. Playing the demo, more fun. Where was the substance?
Exactly, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, the flying around in the mech suit, like, you feel badass. It feels good. It kind of stutters a little bit more than I remember it, and honestly, the beta or the alpha, from what I was playing. But it was that good feeling, makes you feel badass, which is an important part to a game. But I feel like that's all they nailed on it. So, hey, appreciate the follow. Tin Man, welcome to the channel. Looks like you got that post in Discord.
Thanks,
appreciate
buddy.
it. But yeah, so 67 Metascore, nothing over a 7 right now. Only 1.6, and not many reviews coming in. So we'll see how that changes. Hopefully with the day one patch and stuff like that, maybe it turns everything around. But at this point, I would rather save my $80, spend $60 of that on Apex crates, and then spend $20 on Anthem when it drops in price like Fallout 76 in a month from now. So
wow,
I know that's probably a little too harsh. I shouldn't go that far.
Yeah, I'm interested because Pharaoh Games, who we absolutely love here, close personal friend, but is notoriously salty about games, and he's had nothing but very positive things to say about Anthem. So in my head, I'm going, this thing has got to be.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Fantastic.
Because for a long time, he was trashing Anthem for the longest time.
Yes.
And then really excited for Division 2. And now he's completely switched tables where I've switched tables actually as well. So I went from really excited from Anthem to just after playing the private alpha and the beta, just kind of slowly diminishing, but thought I'd still play it. Now refunding it to I'm very excited for Division 2. So, yeah, just kind of flipped there.
I'm just happy I didn't buy it. I called that 10 hours, man. I told you. I was like, I'll just do the 10 hours.
And again, I would recommend it for $5. I mean, even if it's 2 hours of a mediocre game, I feel like $5 is worth it.
Flying around in the suit for $5, do it for an hour. That's worth it.
Yeah. Do the 10-hour trial. Get your money's worth. Do full 10 hours if you can last that long. And then cancel Origin Access. So
slide that one in there, John. Was that completely necessary? Or
yes, it was. For me having to wait 45 minutes for EA help chat today, that was worth it. Definitely worth it. And then I even said in the EA help chat, I just feel like what I didn't live up for, it wasn't as advertised because I, got that little tidbit from my Sea of Thieves refund back in the day. And I was like, don't worry, I'm going to spend money on Apex Legends. So I didn't refund No Man's Sky because I was dumb. So, how long did it say the chat wait was for you? I think it said 20 to 30 minutes, and then I waited about 45. And when it said 5 minutes left, I waited like 15 of it.
So, got him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 5 to 10 minutes for T-Gabs, took 30 plus. Yeah, I think a lot of people were probably doing refunds today because it wouldn't let you through the automated process, probably because they're realizing, oh shit, we shouldn't have done Origin Access because people are doing this and refunding the game. But
we talked about this a little bit last week, right? The sort of did EA shoot themselves in the foot releasing Apex Legends and Anthem so close together, especially when you have a free AAA game versus a $60 AAA game, but then they're literally giving it away for $5 for the demo or $15 and you get full access. What is people's incentive to have that $80 copy?
And what frustrates me is I'm fairly certain BioWare and the developers who put, effort in this game and were probably honestly rushed by EA from what everybody's reporting, namely Jason Schreier, that they were probably forced into this timeline to put out a game that wasn't ready. And with all these Origin Access things, like, I bet BioWare doesn't get hardly any of that because it's that Origin bullshit. And it's not really buying the game. So, kind of like Games Pass type stuff. So, I don't know.
Don't worry, boys. We got the Battle Royale for Battlefield coming out in March.
Yeah.
That's good timing, too.
Yeah, they talk about business reasons, and we're making sure that everything's our own toes. Failing at that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, is always terrible about that. Okay, on to. I was gonna say better news. It's not. Oh, actually, just kidding. I just don't have an image for this. Let me pull one up. Division 2. I don't have a whole lot of news yet, but Division 2 again releases March 15th. This weekend, apparently, all of a sudden in my inbox a few hours ago, there is a technical test tomorrow and Friday. So it's not even over the weekend because I'm sure they're going to be doing it they're testing and stuff while they're at work and whatever. But so apparently they're making some fixes to some of the feedback they got from the private beta and the alphas. I'm trying to think.
Mr. No Steam, no buy.
Yep. No Steam, no buy. Back in the chat. So excited for this one. I honestly probably won't play the technical test. I'm probably going to be playing Apex Legends. But more optimistic for this game than Anthem for sure. I'll stop commenting on that. And open beta starts March 1st. So that was the other thing that I had. So if you guys haven't gotten a chance to play yet, open beta starts March 1st. It's going to be through that weekend. I think it's March 1st through the 3rd.
4th.
Or the 4th.
To the 4th, according to their page.
March 4th. Okay, perfect. I'm going to be gone that whole time. Damn it. But definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. It lets you play. If it's like the private beta, it will let you play essentially kind of the intro levels up to like level 5-ish, and then it'll give you an opportunity at the 3 different classes for one mission at max level at level 30.
I wonder if they're going to keep that or they're going to change it up. You think they're going to keep
I'm actually trying to look.
I bet they keep it.
On the technical demo or the technical test, they have what gameplay content you're going to have access to listed, but I don't see that for the open beta. So maybe they'll announce it afterwards, or maybe it'll just be the same as what they had.
Yeah, and that's fair. I mean, they could still have time to change that too, depending on feedback from this.
Yeah.
So
almost 2 weeks. So.
But that the technical test, if you do get the invite, is just PC, whereas the open beta, I believe, is PC, PS4, or Xbox. So yeah. AL4L.
Alpha Legends for life, baby.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Oh my god. Apex Legends for life. Let me get that tattoo. with Lifeline.
Hell yeah, I'll do it.
The Jamaican healer tattoos, Lucio and Lifeline.
Yeah, get Lucio here and Lifeline here. You just, well,
I was thinking more down. All right.
Okay.
You don't have enough real estate,
next.
bro. You need a bigger canvas.
Overwatch League is now live. So they went live last Wednesday? Is it last Wednesday?
Did you watch any?
Last Thursday. So on Valentine's Day. I should have known that. So Valentine's Day they went live. I did watch some. I actually caught the end of the... Now I'm blanking on it. The Seoul Dynasty and Los Angeles Gladiators. Great match. Dynasty did pull that one out as a win. But I wanted to make a point here since I'm trying to support Florida Mayhem being the local state. Let me just scroll here. I'm going to keep scrolling. As you noticed, some teams have played 2 matches already. I'm going to just keep scrolling. Oh yeah, 17th out of 20. And that's only because they've only played the 1 match and lost all 4 of the games in that match. So really, they should be in -8 next. And I believe they play tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken. So I will tune in to them losing to Philadelphia Fusion, who